Welcome to Action News. I'm Ace Reporter, here with a warning. It's coming. It's coming to destroy our way of life and everything that we hold dear. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the NIEM. The NIEM will take all your data, shove it into a gigantic federal data repository where it'll be out of your control. In fact, you'll have to go through the feds just to get access to your own data.
No, wait. That's wrong. It's not right.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Tom Carlson, international NIEM expert. And that's not what the NIEM's about. It's actually kind of the opposite. The NIEM allows you to share information with other agencies without having to allow them to actually access your systems. It lets you get information from others as well without needing access to their systems. So it's really all about the exchange of information and not so much about you having a pot of info and other people coming in and grabbing it from you.
Huh. Well, then I guess I better try that again, huh? Welcome to Action News. I'm Ace Reporter, here with important information. I'm talking about the NIEM. What is a NIEM? It's this computer system thingy, and you're going to hook all your computers to it, and then you're gonna...
Okay, wait, stop. That's still not right. Let me try to explain. Suppose you're in a big country with a lot of different communities, and they're all over the place. There's a community over here, and there's a community over there, and they're all pretty much independent from one another. But you want to build a road system that connects all those communities together.
Why?
Why? Well, so you can move things from one location to another, from city to city. You truck things back and forth.
Well, what kind of things?
Well, I don't know. Cream puffs.
Why cream puffs?
Well, because I like cream puffs. Look, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to connecting everyone with a road system. It's not easy to do.
Well, what's so hard about it?
Well, imagine that no one has a common standard for how to build roads. Nobody knows how wide they should be. Nobody knows if the lanes, how the lanes should be marked, or even what signs ought to look like. So people would get used to driving in their own town, where they learn the local rules for what a sign looks like, but they wouldn't be able to effectively drive anywhere else. Towns wouldn't be able to communicate. You wouldn't be able to move things back and forth. Traffic would get jammed up everywhere, and nobody would get their cream puffs.
Huh, yeah, I tried to drive in Europe once. I got stuck in a roundabout for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I've been stuck in those too. And by defining things in a standard way, then it makes it easier for folks to drive from one community to the other. Because regardless of where in between the communities you are, you'd have a standard set of rules for what these things look like. Now, if you just substitute the concept of information for the actual trucks, you're really close to what the NIEM is all about. Instead of shipping cream puffs back and forth, or whatever it is you want to ship back and forth, you're shipping information.
Huh. Well, let me try that again then. Welcome once again to Action News. I'm Ace Reporter, here talking about the NIEM. The NIEM helps you exchange information, and in order to do that, it's going to change how you do things internally. It's going to force you to do things their way. So get ready to follow along and get ready to redo everything you've done over the past 20 years.
Okay, wait, stop. Again, not right. The NIEM doesn't care how you do things internally. It really doesn't. It's all about... It's all about the exchange of information, and the internal stuff doesn't matter. It's hard to explain, so let's try to stretch the analogy a little bit, the road one. Think of your internal system as a gated community. And each one of these communities we've been talking about linked with roads is a gated community in and of itself. And of course, only residents are allowed inside the gate. So inside the gate, you can set it up however you want. If you want your stop signs to be, Paisley, and in the shape of that symbol Prince used to use instead of a name, that's fine. You go right ahead, because your internal people will know what it means, because that's how you do things in your gated community, and you don't have to worry about strangers being confused because they're not allowed inside, so they'll never see the funky stop signs. But here's the catch: if you've got residents who want to leave, hop in their car or their truck and drive to another town, well, then you need to do some mapping. You need to map your internal concepts and how you represent them to the external concepts that the rest of the world uses. So, for example, your folks would need to know that outside of the gate, stop signs are red octagons with white lettering instead of paisley print-shaped objects.
Well, then I guess I'll have to do this over and party like it's 1999. Welcome to Action News. I'm yada 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 yada. I'm here to talk about the NIEM that helps you exchange information by defining standards, which means they'll tell you how to do it. You'll just follow their standard. They don't care about your precious rules. They don't care about privacy issues. They don't care about your security issues. They'll just tell you what to share, and you're just going to do it.
Okay, wait, stop. That's still not right.
What do you mean? You said the NIEM sets standards.
Well, not exactly. The NIEM provides tools to help you build standards, kind of a meta standard in that way. Let's look at the road example one more time. Now, when we build roads, when we build these roads to connect communities, we want to have standards for things like describing what a stop sign looks like, or what the 3 colors of a traffic light are, or what a dashed line down the middle of the road means. We want to standardize what those different things mean. But while you're building that road, those standards don't tell you where you have to place this stuff. They don't tell you where you have to place stop signs. They don't tell you where you have to place traffic lights, or even if you need to have traffic lights. Maybe you don't need to. You don't have enough traffic in that area. But instead, you pick and choose the road-related things that you want based on your needs. And if you need a traffic light, that's fine. You just make sure it's got green, yellow, and red lights like every other traffic light so that people all know what it means. Now, the NIEM is kind of the same way. It provides objects for you to use. But which objects you use is up to you and your particular needs for your exchange. The NIEM will never, ever tell you you have to send a certain piece of information. The NIEM doesn't care. That's not what the NIEM is about. But if you have a piece of information that you do want to share, then formatting it as a NIEM object will ensure that others can more easily parse it and figure out what the information means. But that's different from saying the NIEM says you have to send the information. NIEM just says if you're going to send it, format it like this. And if for some reason you can't send it, then don't send it. The NIEM just doesn't care.
Huh. Okay. Well, let me see if I have this straight then. Number one, the NIEM isn't a big centralized federal data repository that's going to hork up all your information to keep it out of your hands. It's not a big computer thingamabob networky thing that you hook all your stuff to. It doesn't require you to change how you do things internally. In fact, it doesn't care how you do things internally. And finally, it doesn't force you to share any kind of information that you don't want to. It's just there for information that you've already determined you want to share. So instead, it's really a box of standardized things that agencies can use to build their own standards for exchanging information. Is that about right?
Hooray! That's exactly right.
Well, that doesn't leave me much to work with, though.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I'm a news announcer. I'm supposed to deeply intone threats. It's my stock and trade, and the NIEM's just not that scary.
Yeah, it's not that scary once you know what it's all about, but give it your best shot anyway.
What else can I do? All right, we'll be right back. Welcome to Action News. I'm Ace Reporter here with wonderful news. The NIEM is coming. It's a wonderful thing. It's a meta standard, a set of tools to let you build standards to facilitate exchanging information. It's not a big database that holds all your stuff. It's not a computer system to which you have to hook your stuff. And it doesn't care how you do things internally. Furthermore, it doesn't tell you what you do and do not get to share. You decide that, and it just helps you do it. It's a great thing. In fact, it's so wonderful, I think it's full of kittens and sunflowers. Are we done? Okay.